The Manchester derby has always been more than just a football match. It is never calm, never quiet, and never ordinary. It is a game that brings out emotions not only from players and managers, but from fans, former players, rivals, and even people from completely different sports. When Manchester United and Manchester City meet, the noise travels far beyond the pitch. That was exactly what happened again after Manchester City were beaten 2-0 by Manchester United at Old Trafford, a result that sent shockwaves through the Premier League title race and sparked reactions from unexpected places. Manchester City arrived at Old Trafford knowing the importance of the game. Arsenal were leading the Premier League, and every point mattered. Pep Guardiola's team needed a win to keep pressure on the league leaders and to remind everyone that they were still a dominant force. Instead, they walked away with another painful defeat, their first Manchester derby loss of 2026, and a performance that raised serious questions about their direction, confidence, and hunger. Manchester United, on the other hand, came into the match under new leadership. Michael Carrick had just taken over as interim manager, and many fans were unsure what to expect. United had struggled for consistency, and their recent run of results had left them drifting away from the top four. But football often produces its biggest surprises when expectations are lowest, and Carrick's United delivered a performance full of discipline, intensity, and belief. From the opening minutes, it was clear that United were not afraid of City. Harry Maguire set the tone early, rising high to meet a corner and sending a powerful header crashing against the woodwork. Old Trafford erupted. It felt like a signal to everyone inside the stadium that this was going to be United's day. City looked rattled, unsure, and slower than usual. As the first half progressed, United grew stronger. Amad Diallo and Bruno Fernandes both found the back of the net, only for their efforts to be ruled out for offside. Even those disallowed goals mattered because they showed City that United were capable of breaking through. Manchester City, usually so comfortable on the ball, struggled to impose themselves. They managed only one shot on target before halftime, a statistic that shocked many watching. Erling Haaland, normally the biggest threat in any City attack, was kept quiet. United's defenders stayed close to him, cutting off his space and forcing him away from dangerous areas. Every touch was contested, every run tracked. Haaland's frustration was visible, and with each missed opportunity, the confidence drained further from City's performance. The breakthrough finally came in the 65th minute. Bruno Fernandes, wearing the captain's armband, showed his quality and leadership. Spotting Bryan Mbeumo's run, he delivered a perfectly weighted pass that allowed the winger to score on his return from AFCON duty. The goal sent Old Trafford into absolute chaos. United fans could feel that something special was happening. Manchester City tried to respond, but instead of growing stronger, they looked even more shaken. Their attempts to push forward left spaces at the back, and United were ready to exploit them. Just 11 minutes later, Patrick Dorgu doubled United's lead. Matheus Cunha slipped a clever pass into the box, and Dorgu finished calmly, making it 2-0 and effectively sealing the match. There was even a moment late in the game when Mason Mount thought he had added a third goal. He celebrated wildly, but VAR ruled the effort offside, denying United an even more emphatic scoreline. Still, it did not matter. The job was already done. Manchester City were beaten, outplayed, and outthought. The result lifted Manchester United into fourth place in the Premier League table, momentarily above Liverpool on goal difference. For a club that had been struggling for form and confidence, it felt like a turning point. For Manchester City, it felt like another warning sign in a season that has not gone to plan. As expected, reactions came quickly. Fans argued online, pundits debated Guardiola's tactics, and former players shared their opinions. But one reaction stood out more than most, not because it came from the football world, but because it came from cricket. England cricket star Samuel Billings decided to have his say, and he did not hold back. Taking to social media platform X, Billings mocked Pep Guardiola and Manchester City in a post that quickly went viral. His message was short, direct, and dripping with sarcasm. The comment immediately sparked debate. Some fans found it funny, seeing it as harmless banter after a big derby defeat. Others felt it was disrespectful, especially coming from someone outside football. But regardless of opinion, the message hit a nerve, because it touched on a long-running criticism of Guardiola and Manchester City. For years, rival fans have accused Guardiola of relying too heavily on expensive transfers to fix problems. Whenever City struggle, the joke is always the same: just buy more players. Billings' comment played directly into that narrative, suggesting that Guardiola's response to defeat would be to ask for even more signings. Pep Guardiola did not respond publicly to the mockery. The City manager is no stranger to criticism and has often spoken about how pressure and expectation come with the job. Still, defeats like this one make the noise louder. When City win, Guardiola is praised as a genius. When they lose, the question